morning. Back to stepping out of the confusion, back to something a little more similar, not something moving in the background or back up here on the treehouse. It's pretty wet today, nice misty morning. And thing that's been coming to be very loud in my world is making the choice of making comments on this channel, more so on the Facebook. And I want to apologize for doing something that I knew I shouldn't have done, which was use the Bible to explain or add to the political conversation that's happening in this country. And I reposted something on Facebook, and it, of course, as usual, caused an uproar. Got people to make comments to each other that weren't very good, and right after that, the Holy Spirit said, that's not what the Bible's for. The Bible's not here to try to correct people in their political opinions. The Bible is a guide for your soul, for your heart. If you're trying to run a country with a Bible, it ain't gonna happen. Nations are run by the collective beliefs of the people. Because every story has two sides. You know, the quote was used in Leviticus to say, love your strangers. And when they come into your country, treat them with respect and all that kind of stuff. Well, it goes both ways. If you're a stranger in a country, you need to be treating the others with respect. So it's a two-way street. But the thing I posted made it look like it was only a one-way street. And that's where people don't choose to really look at the broader picture. So, which leads me into something that I want to talk about, which is, last week we talked about your why you do things. Well, inside of that why, you got to pick a lane. You got to pick the thing that you're going to stick with consistently in this life. And right now in my life, I'm trying to pick my lane for the first time. I mean, I just turned 58, and I've been everything from a tow truck driver to a bartender to a carpenter, and now I'm a wedding venue owner, and I help people put on one of the most important days of their life, which is really cool. But as you can see, been a little all over the place. But as you know, the one lane that I have picked is the lane with Jesus all over it, in it, around it. And it's provided me and my family things that all those other lanes did not provide. It's provided me the love from my wife that was never attainable in any other fashion. It's provided me people that have come to help me from places I couldn't even see. And it's brought me closer to the Creator, to God Himself. I was just reading in Job, I think it's Job 38, where the Lord speaks to Job about all the things he did, like hanging the moon, stars, telling how far the ocean can go, where it can stop, how strong a lion needs to be, and what it can do. And asking, can you do that? Can you tame all those things? Sure, man might tame a lion with a whip. Yeah, that's really not in the same category. So the way the world is, we can all pick a lane. Like, think of it this way, like, if you're just going to be a hater, then just be a hater. But after a while, look at what it's going to do to you. Everybody remembers the story of Scrooge until he saw death. He changed his mind, became a really good person. So if you want to hate on your neighbor, maybe go over and ask him what his problem is. Find out what's going on with him. Tell him you're coming to him as a sympathy, because they're probably in the same position you are. They hate you, you hate them. Well, that's a heck of a lane to pick. But I'm just here to help you look at some other type of avenue that's going to allow you to grow. Because that's what we're doing here. We're growing in this world. Everything around us does it. Everything grows, matures, throws out some seeds, and dies. That's it. But there's a lot more inside of it. Because we got one of these, and we got one of these. So when you think of your why, find out what lane you're going to drive down. I mean, a prime example, my wife and I always joke about it, is Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A just does chicken. They don't do anything else. They can close on Sundays and be the #1 fast food restaurant in America and be closed every Sunday. Now, people might not like Chick-fil-A, but the point is that they picked one thing and they do it well. So if you're going to pick one thing out here, do it well. I know there's some people out there that are excellent carpenters because that's what they picked. Or they're trying to be excellent people who paint, fix floors, do all that kind of stuff. And they do it really well. But the lane I'm really talking about is the lane that you're driving all of it with. What are you driving your lane with? Are you driving your lane with a heart of stone that is hard? You can't see any of the good in people? Or you only want to see the good in people that looks like you're good and not their own good? That's when you got to step out of the confusion that's being created by the enemy. Because you, believe it or not, are being tormented daily with lies. Lies that have been in your family for centuries, or lies that have been brought to you by watching things like this. But I'm not going to lie to you. What I'm telling you becomes the truth. Because the truth is that love does conquer all. It does shape the world. It did, does, and will always shape this world. Now, right behind it, you got evil coming in with all of its fury, all of its fire, every time. But the light chases out the darkness. Darkness does not chase out light. Think of that for a second. Darkness cannot make light go away, but light can make the darkness go away. Light has to be removed, and then there's darkness. You can't add darkness. You have to take away the light. So add a little bit of light. Add a little bit of light to your lane. Figure out what that lane is. Because we're all praying for a better world. We all want happiness. We don't want to look at across the fence in our backyard and scour at the person next to you. You want to say, hey, lend me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Some of y'all might know that line. But anyway, I'm going to start talking about things that relate to your soul a little bit more than I have been. So I appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully this helps a little bit for you more today.